Does it work? Okay. Hello. Where is my tab for... Where my tab? Oh, there's my tab. Okay. How do I put that? I'll just put that here and here. You guys aren't seeing anything. It's just a live chat. I'm putting it right next to my stream on my second screen. Alright. Alright. So, we are back in business. It is Thursday Tech Talks. Yeah, so this is the kind of the second season of talking about tech. Oh, hey Tech, how's it going? So this is basically the second season, and I haven't done it for a while. Oh yeah, it is afternoon. It is 3:52. I was actually gonna start it at 4, but then I just decided to start a little bit early because I had everything ready. So yeah. I'm actually recording with my Redmi K30 Ultra. The way that I'm doing it is kind of weird. It's like I'm using this thing called Droidcam OBS, and I guess you can use your camera as a webcam, which is really cool. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty excited to start this new kind of season. I did really enjoy the last Talking About Tech. Yeah, Oh yeah, I'm really close to 500 subscribers. I'm so close. I'm really hoping by this weekend I can get to probably about 500 subscribers. And yeah, Droidcam is so good. So yeah, this is really great because this gives like almost not a DSLR like quality, but it's still close to it. So yeah, it seems pretty good in my opinion. So, yeah, there's a ton of news to talk about because I haven't done Talking About Tech for a while. And there was a crazy thing happening today. And actually, I should put that as my first story because this story is crazy. Okay. This story is crazy. It is the Pixel 6. And if you haven't seen Jon Prosser's video on the new Pixel 6, he leaked everything. Just like his... last video, I think he leaked the iPhone 13. No, it was the MacBook Airs, I believe, and the MacBook Pros. I gotta go in 5 minutes, but I'll stay until then. Okay, stay as long as you'd like, and if you have to go, then yeah, that's fine. But there is some pretty interesting news. Yeah, so Jon Prosser made this new video, and it's about the Pixel 6 and the 6 Pro. So Google's never made a Pixel 6 Pro, like Pixel's never made a Pro version of their phone, but this is the first time they're doing it. They've done like the XL versions, but the Pro seems like maybe it will be the same size, but it'll be, or actually I don't remember if it was the same size as the regular Pixel 6. I think it might have been a little bit bigger, but it's not called the XL anymore. So that's a little bit sad because I kind of like the XL name because Pro is just what everyone uses now in like 2021. So, not that great. But this Pixel 6 is looking really interesting. If you look at these renders that Jon Prosser did and his partner, I think it was, I think it's Concept Creator, right? Or I forgot. But... basically him and he actually got a leak from someone, like one of his sources, and yeah, the design is so cool. The design is so awesome. I think it kind of reminds me of like maybe if you strapped like a health band watch and then just put it on the back of the phone, but they do it in a way where it looks actually really good. Like, even though it's a little bit weird, I've never seen a design like that. Yeah, it's super new. It just is. It's really different from all the kind of smartphones. It's just so cool. And it also has the Google logo on the back, and I kind of like the color. It's kind of like a whitish salmon color, and it's a little bit weird. And there is the little orange part on the top, and I'm really hoping that the sides are stainless steel. Yeah, it is pretty similar to like some sort of like health band wristwatch, and then like yeah, something like that. I'm not really sure. Um, and then the front of the screen is kind of looks like the S21, except with maybe actually the same kind of bezels, maybe slightly slimmer bezels. It does look pretty interesting. Like, it's so cool. Um, and I'm really excited to see what the cameras are going to be like because these cameras do look promising. Like, if the camera bump is this big, and usually, camera bumps are really annoying and stuff like that, and this seems like it's going to be annoying on a whole nother level. However, this actually looks like this is probably going to be the best. This is going to be definitely the best camera that Google has made. Like, I think that this might actually be the best camera of 2021, maybe, like on a phone, because this looks so promising. And, I really hope that they have stainless steel on the sides and glass on the back. Yeah, it's a triple camera setup. If you look like really closely, like if you do, yeah. If you look really closely, it's actually, there's 3 cameras. I don't know if you can tell. It's right there. There's like the 3 cameras, but, yeah, definitely looks pretty interesting. I'm curious how people are gonna, feel about it when it's actually, like, when they actually get it, hands on. I think some people will really like the design, like me. I think the design looks amazing. However, I think other people will say, oh yeah, the camera bump's way too big. The colors are ugly. I think a lot of people will say that. However, I'm not on that kind of side. I think that this looks so awesome and so unique. And, Google phones have always been kind of not that unique and have always been kind of behind the trend even. But in this scenario, I think that Google is really making a really great smartphone and going to be on top of the smartphone market for this phone. They're also going to be using their new processor. I think it's the GS101 processor, I believe it's called. Yeah, GS101 Whitechapel chip. So it's kind of like it's like how Apple makes their A14 chip or their, A series chip or their M series chip. It's just like that. So, yeah, I think it would look a tad bit cooler if they had the glass that hides the camera on the OnePlus concept phone from a couple years ago. That would be so cool. Like, I remember that phone. That concept phone, if they actually put that to the market, that would be so cool. Like, if OnePlus did that, that would have been sick. But, just like a dark black band with a flashlight on the back. So cool. Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be pretty interesting. I mean, it seems actually like it's pretty well hidden, but these are just renders, so I don't actually know what it looks like in real life. But, yeah, Whitechapel, that's a really cool name. Yeah, I think that I'm not sure, I wonder if there's anything that says how it performs. Does it say anything how it performs, or, I wish there were, like, some sort of Geekbench kind of, I don't think it says anything, but this is really cool. And I'm really excited to see what Google makes. I was really disappointed. I wasn't really disappointed, but I was slightly disappointed with the Google Pixel 5. I thought that it was not that exciting of a phone, and they made some kind of downgrades. I understand what they were trying to do. I don't think they did it that well, though. They were still behind the competition is what I'm trying to say. I think that if they priced it at like $499 or $599 and just removed the 4A 5G, that would have been pretty good phone. But it just got destroyed by, the OnePlus 8T and a lot of other phones like the S20 FE. So, in my opinion, I think that this is Google's time to kind of change things up with the smartphone market. And, yeah, we'll see how they'll do. So, yeah. You know what also kind of changed up the smartphone market? The Asus Zenfone 8. This is a 5.9-inch phone, and we haven't seen 5.9-inch phones from Android manufacturers for a really long time. Like, those kind of size phones. The closest that it's been for Android phone is the Pixel 5. However, that's not really a small phone. This is a really small phone. Like, this is a this is pretty close to the size of the iPhone 12 mini. Like, this is pretty small. And what's really awesome is that they even didn't really skimp on any of the specs or anything like that. There is still the Snapdragon 888, and I think, in my opinion, that's really impressive for a phone that's only 5.9 inches. With the Pixel 6, we had the Snapdragon 765G, and yeah, I think that 6.9, no, that would be a huge phone. I think there is a phone that has a 6.9-inch display that actually just got released. I think it's like the Infinix Note 10. So, yeah. But this is actually really impressive. So there's been a ton of reviews of this phone, and you can check them out. Mr. Mobile did a really great video. I think Mr. Mobile makes like some of the best videos of of like any like major tech YouTuber. Yeah, but this even has an IP68 water and dust resistance rating, Gorilla Glass Victus. It has 4K 60 FPS, no, 8K 24 FPS video recording. That's pretty impressive. And yeah, I mean, everything just looks really impressive. Now, the design I'm not a fan of at all. I think it's a pretty boring design. However, I don't think the general consumer cares about a kind of boring, a boring design. I don't think they really care about the design that much. However, maybe they do. They also have Asus's software, and in my opinion, I'm not a big fan of their software. I actually have the Asus ROG Phone 5 here somewhere. Where's that phone? I'm not really sure. I have the Asus ROG Phone 5 somewhere. I haven't liked the software on that. But yeah. This only has a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, but it seems like they put some really good battery saver options for this phone that you can do. So you have some, you have actually good battery. And then the price is, I believe, $599 in the US. So that's really good. And in my opinion, I really want one too. Like, this is a really awesome phone. Even though I'm not really a big fan of the screen size, I think a lot of people will be, and I would at least want to try this thing out. This is so cool. And especially for $599, this is a killer deal. I mean, I would say the only other phone that beats this phone is probably the iQOO 7, but that's not available in the US, so yeah, this is probably one of the best phones in the US. So, yeah. Zenfone 8 Flip. So the Zenfone 8 Flip is basically an Asus Zenfone 7, but just with the Snapdragon 888, and basically that's it. There's not really anything else that's different. You haven't even got like the improved 120 hertz display. You still got 90 hertz. And you still got Gorilla Glass 6. So, and you've got 8K at 30 FPS, so that's okay. But everything else, I don't really think this phone's that good. I mean, it's pretty good, but I don't think it's like that good. I think if you really want like a kind of a good deal, then probably just get the Asus Zenfone 7 Pro compared to the 8 Flip. And that will probably be a better edition. Or just get the Asus Zenfone 8, because that's a better version of the Asus Zenfone 7. So I think, in my opinion, I'd probably just choose this. But yeah. Oh, I gotta go. It was fun being here. Oh yeah, thanks for dropping by, though. I really appreciate it. And yeah, have a good rest of your day. So yeah. Oh, the Flip also lacks a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, so not that good. I mean, I think in my opinion, Asus, see ya. Yeah, yeah, see ya. And, yeah, thanks for dropping by the way. So, yeah, I'm really liking this the Zenfone 8, though. Really good. I also kind of like the, if you didn't notice, there's a blue accent color right here. Yeah, blue accent color. Really cool. So, for the power button. Yeah, pretty good. Alright, so let's go to the next story. So this is about the Dimensity 900. So if you don't know, MediaTek makes a ton of different Dimensity chipsets. This is kind of their flagship series most of the time, or their upper mid-range kind of series. So the 900 definitely looks pretty promising. It's built on only 6 nanometer process technology, which means this is going to probably be better than Dimensity 1000 Plus, which is already really impressive. However, it can't be better than the 1100, I don't think, because that one I think has a little bit faster of a processor, I think it was. Forgot. But it does support up to 108 megapixels of resolution and only 4K 30 FPS. That's another kind of a letdown, but it's not like that big of a deal, I guess. So, yeah. It does support UFS 3.1 storage, so that's good. And, yeah. Pretty impressive. I'm assuming that this is going to be put in a lot of budget phones that are probably going to be under like $250. And so I think that this is definitely going to be pretty impressive. And 6 nanometer process technology and a budget phone will be so cool. So, yeah. All right. So, this is how fast this thing is. So this Dimensity 900 is, I believe, 480,000. 480,000. So that's pretty good. And I don't think that's as good as the Dimensity 1100, but Dimensity 900 looking pretty promising, and it could be actually higher. So, yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, 480,000 is about the same as the Dimensity 1000. So, I don't know. 1000 plus. So, I guess we'll see how the 900 and 1000 plus compares, but yeah. All right. So, with Xiaomi is no longer blacklisted by the US government. That's pretty cool. Definitely. Yeah. I'm pretty happy about that. So, hopefully, really hoping that with this MIUI 12.5 update, the Redmi K30 Ultra doesn't I mean, it does have Google Play services. Yeah. But yeah, so Xiaomi was banned in January 2021, but now it's unblacklisted. So that's great. So hopefully we'll see what happens, and hopefully nothing happens with, another thing like this happens with Xiaomi. Okay. Mi Pad 5. So speaking of Xiaomi, seems like they're going to put a Mi 11 and put it in an iPad-like form. Basically, it's an iPad and a Mi 11 combined. There you go. But to be honest, this seems pretty cool. It seems like a pretty good tablet, like Android tablet. It's 120 hertz refresh rate, 2K LCD screen, so pretty similar to the iPad, and 240 hertz touch sampling rate. So this seems like it would be a pretty good gaming tablet, and it also has either the Snapdragon 870 or the Dimensity 1200. So that's pretty good. This might be a actually really good tablet from Xiaomi. We'll see. However, almost every single phone that Xiaomi has released this year, and basically every single thing Xiaomi has released has been exceptional. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited for this, because I would buy an iPad, but then you're not really in that ecosystem, you know what I mean? And I would kind of want to buy this thing. We'll see, though. This seems pretty promising, though, and it does have an 8,520 milliamp hour battery. It's going to arrive in July. So the problem is my birthday is in June, and I would probably get it in June, but I can't. So, and I'm already getting the Canon M50 most likely for my birthday. So I'm not gonna ask for this also because this would cost like probably $500. I'm hoping $499. I'm really hoping for that. Anyways, next one. Nothing Ear TWS earbuds set to launch in June. So this is what Carl Pei's. If you didn't know, Carl Pei left the OnePlus company and now he's making his own earbuds. So this is gonna arrive in June, and I'm actually really excited. I might buy this. Maybe I'll sell my Bullets Wireless Z and get this instead. It does look pretty exciting. He showed like a little teaser poster and said a thing. He said a speech. Ear One combines notes of transparency, iconic form, and refined functionality. We believe the earphones market was begging for differentiation, space where we can elevate design and deliver value from day one. So basically that's, and provide a fertile backdrop as we strengthen our capabilities and prepare to enter new product categories, which actually, as we prepare to enter new product categories, what does that mean? Could that mean something? Could that mean that they're going to enter into the smartphone market? If they enter the smartphone market, I would totally buy the Nothing phone. I don't know. I have a feeling that Carl Pei would make a really good phone. Because he's made really good phones. He's made the OnePlus 7 Pro. He was the one who made the OnePlus Nord. He was the one who made the OnePlus 8 Pro. He's made really good phones. And ever since Carl Pei left, there hasn't been a good phone. So that's how you know that Carl Pei makes good phones. So I really hope that they make, a really good phone. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. Vivo commits to 3 years of software support for its X series phone. So if you don't know, Vivo makes their X series phones. Their X60 Pro, X60 Pro Plus, and X60. And so now they're planning for those phones to get 3 years of software support. So pretty awesome. I'm glad to see that a lot of Android OEM manufacturers are making longer software support. OnePlus still isn't doing long software support. They used to, and they used to, but now they don't because Carl Pei left. So going back to that thing, Carl Pei makes good phones. He makes good software, and he makes some really great things. He's just really great. I think that Vivo also is doing really well right now. I think that Vivo and Xiaomi are the two phone companies that have been doing exceptionally well this year with their phones. Almost every single phone with a Xiaomi and Vivo phone I have liked. Oppo phones, they haven't been doing that good in my opinion. I think that OnePlus phones, they haven't been doing good. I think Samsung phones, no, I just don't like them. Maybe they're doing good, I don't know. I just think that Vivo and Xiaomi are doing an exceptional job this year. So, hats off for Vivo for just doing a great job this year. And also Origin OS is awesome. So, yeah. 12% of global iOS users and 4% of US ones have allowed app tracking. Oh my god. This is really funny. So, Facebook and Instagram, they try to get people to allow app tracking, and this is how successful they are. This is just so sad. Everyone just listens to Apple. They all just listen to Apple. It's hilarious. It's really, really funny. Facebook is just such a joke. Oh my god. Just look at this. 11 or 12% worldwide. That's like nothing. That is absolutely nothing. And then in the US, it's even lower. It was on launch day only 2%, and now it's 4%. And it was 5%. And it's just so bad. Oh my god. It's just... Oh my god. People just listen to Apple. Everyone just listens to Apple. Yeah. So... And some people have restricted app tracking. You know, that's barely any either, so... Yeah. It's just so hilarious how many people listen to Apple and stuff like that. It's just so funny how, like, it's just... Facebook is just so bad as well. Just, you know. So... Yeah. Alright. Upcoming MacBook/Mac and MacBook Air renders reveal all new flat design in several colors. So, this was the MacBook Air thing that I was talking about with the Jon Prosser, and I kind of have my camera at the like the, I kind of like that. Maybe I'm more zoomed in. I don't know. Okay. Yes. No, just keep it like that, I guess. So yeah, they have this new. There's this new MacBook render. This doesn't look good. I don't like this at all. If you look at the screen, it's going to have white bezels and a white keyboard. No, I don't want this again. Not like the old MacBook Air style. I just don't like this at all. But yeah, I mean the outside looks good. This looks like the new iMac M1. So, yeah. Speaking of Apple, the iPhone 13's camera bump will be slightly thicker and slightly larger. So, yeah, this is what it looks like compared to the 12. So, as you can see, it definitely bumps up a little bit more. You know, you have the 13 Pro and you have the 12 Pro. You could definitely see it's a little bit thicker. It's like noticeably thicker. And the 13 and the 12, it's marginally bigger. So, yeah, it does look, pretty interesting, and as you can see, I'm not a big fan of this. It just looks a little bit too big, in my opinion. The 13 looks a little bit... No, it actually looks the same. It looks exactly the same for 13. Oh, hey, Apple Monster. Hello. Whoa, there's a ton of people joining. Yeah, how's it going? So, yeah, this is, it's pretty interesting. The compared to the iPhone 12, I think I really do like the iPhone 12 design. I think the iPhone 12 design, the camera bump design at least, does look pretty nice. But with the 13, I mean, I just don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. But, we'll see. But it's definitely getting a little bit too oversized with that 13 Pro one. So, yeah, I don't know. That's just my opinion. So, yeah. Now let's go on to the next story. So, this one is, oh, thanks, man. Really appreciate it. U.S. Attorneys General Coalition urges Facebook not to launch Instagram for kids. This is weird. I don't know what the point of Instagram for kids would be. Like, I don't really get the point of this. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah, your stream was really good. I mean, I watched about, like 20 minutes of it. So, yeah, it was really good. So, yeah. So... It appears that Facebook seems like they want to make this kind of thing. I'm not really sure what the point of this Instagram for kids thing is, because this is going to be for children under like 13 years old. I'm not really sure why someone would just not go on Instagram instead of Instagram for kids. I mean, Instagram for kids is probably going to be just so weird. I mean, what's... a large percentage of young Instagram users have experienced cyberbullying. However, how is that going to change with just Instagram for kids? I just don't get that. And, yeah, I just really don't get it. I think 44 U.S. attorneys signed a letter to tell them they shouldn't make this. So hopefully he doesn't make this, but I have a feeling he's still just gonna make it. Yeah. All right. Oh, cool. You do videos as well. Nice. So Galaxy A52. So this is the second to the last story for today, because I need to actually go kind of soon. So this is a phone that I really don't get again. Another Samsung phone that I really don't get, and yeah, this is gonna be $310. It's not gonna have a. It's just gonna have a 60 hertz screen, 1080p resolution, and $310 price tag with a 64 megapixel main camera. This is worse than the A52 5G, in my opinion. And the, I mean, I don't really mind how it looks. It looks. I think that actually the back camera part looks okay. But yeah. 4350 milliamp hour battery is okay for a 60 hertz 1080p screen that's LCD. And yeah. So last story for today. This was pretty interesting. I was expecting that the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X actually wouldn't sell too well. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Actually, this is actually only season 2. This is basically just talking about tech with a new name, because I think that, you know, this is basically the second season of talking about tech that I did a month or two ago, and I had a lot of fun with that, so I figured, okay, I should do this, you know, a second season of this. So, yeah, totally. Yeah, I don't know how to do a guest with OBS, but I'm gonna try to use like StreamYard or something like that, in the future, definitely. But yeah, totally. And this is pretty interesting. Like, this is going to, these PlayStation 5 consoles I really didn't expect to be super popular, especially with the whole coronavirus pandemic. But now this is actually going to be hard to find in 2022, so it's going to be probably most of the time sold out in 2022 even. And you know, considering that PlayStation the PlayStation 5 got released in 2020, well, that means that this is going to be sold out for 2 years in total. So yeah, this is really really interesting. And it sold 7.8 million PlayStation 5 consoles. That's crazy. Nice videos. Keep up the good work. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. So this is definitely gonna be a pretty interesting thing. Like, cause I was actually maybe considering buying the PlayStation 5, maybe. Not in, you know, this time, but in 2022. And if it's gonna be sold out, then I won't be able to buy it. So yeah, we'll see though. I know there's a person on Twitter that I want you guys to check out. There's this person named Mark, I believe his name Mark Swider, I think his name is. However, I could be wrong. So Mark Swider, I think it is. No, I forgot his name. But he's definitely a really awesome person, and I have messaged him before and talked with him before. He's really great, and he tracks PlayStation 5s. I think he actually works for Tech Radar. So if you guys know what Tech Radar is, and yeah, he's really great. So if you guys want to check him out, I think he's on Twitter, but just search up somewhat like all the people from like Tech Radar, and either it's Max Swider or Mark Swider. He's really cool. So yeah, that's basically it for the show today. So definitely consider, you know, checking out him, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I definitely want some people on the show. And yeah, so that was basically it. This is kind of going to be like a 30-minute show each Thursday. Similar to talking about tech, but I'm trying to make this higher quality. You know, especially I just found out that you can basically connect even if you don't have a webcam for your PC, then you could just use your phone, and that's what I'm actually using right now, so it looks really good. So yeah. Anyways, appreciate everyone watching. Tej Tech, Apple Monster, Mouse Tech Talk, Google C, Tech for your needs, and I think that's it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully you guys